Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Rodgers now on first down.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The numbers last week for Tonyan.
6 catches, 52 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On play action, now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tonyan.
Fighting his way through contact. And all the way down to the 29.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. They're playing.
Touchdown! Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it. Picking up a first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
I'm coming back.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations, too, where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Kingsley Keke
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So at that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
37 yards on the punt with no return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, it's Hill. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packers ready to take over offensively.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into the secondary, pass fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to spread full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Off the draw, here's Hill. Hill shedding the tackle, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal of 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait and enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Mayfield.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez Scantling. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And for Aaron Rodgers, the career numbers just continue to get more impressive. That last pass puts him over 55,000 passing yards in his career. He went zooming past John Elway, who is at 51,475. That put him in the top 10, Aaron Rodgers. What a career it has been for number 12, and it just seems like he probably has a couple more years left in that right arm.
On second down, it's Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That could be the stop. This defense. Needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. To Valdes-Scantling over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we've reached halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right. He completes it to Beckham. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he struggles down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because Willie has them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield, and he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 33 and a first.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, for the first down.
And it will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because...
But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First down, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throw it, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play fake, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They run it again with Hill. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now a handoff to Dillon.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down. On first down, Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
John Johnson, leading tackler for the Rams last year, in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Crosby puts it through. Push the lead up to 17. So that was certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And now it's second down. From the gun, Mayfield.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Picked off around the 37. And the return out shy of midfield at the 46-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They run with Hill.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
The tackle there by John Johnson. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down now, Dillon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?